Alrighty, I think we are recording. Take a look. Sure we are. Alright, folks. So, I've been attempting to record this video so many times, it's not even funny. It's hard because I don't want to be recording the same thing over and over again. But if you came back to this channel and you check it back in and see what the achievements are and what is the update, thank you, appreciate it. So anyway, what did we do? We did the temperature check. First we did it at 50% on the battery and motor. Then we did 60% on the motor, and we stood within 150 degrees temperatures. We did use fiber wires for the kill switch slash ignition, you might say. So that was good. The A gauge fiber optic wire or copper wire has not blown, or the fuse hasn't reset itself. It's a 72 volt 300 amp fuse. It's resettable, so if it blows I can reset it and call it a day. Like I said, also we're using that as a ignition. It is also waterproof, and it came out really great. I've used it before on this bike when it was 48 volts. Unfortunately, when I switched over to 72 volts, pretty much the entire system melted. So now I made sure that I'm using 8 gauge wire, so it's nice and thick, probably as thick as my index finger. So I'm happy about that. I am surprised and happy about the motor temperatures. However, when we did the test, and again you can look at my library, it's there, it wasn't really that hot. It was about 8 o'clock p.m. so the temperature was pretty decent. It wasn't 100 degrees like right now it is, so that's good. What do we do? What do we do? Hold on a second. So we did the switch, we painted the frame. Also take a look at that in my video library. We use Bedliner Raptor Black. It looks ridiculous. It looks unbelievable and really solid look. Love it. Of course, we at this point eliminated all the rust and all the problems with the frame. What else did we do? I did get a cable holders from Lowe's that we originally have on the brake system, and they are in black color due to the fact that my bike is black. But today what I'm going to do, I'm going to pretty much put brand new holders, and I am going to try to modify the last brake holder where it doesn't pull on the line. I'm concerned about that, so we're gonna address that. But pretty much everything else has been done. I've been using my phone as a GPS, so my recordings on a GPS are in fiction. The bike dash 54, no problem. What have I noticed? What difference have I noticed? So yes, the top speed definitely has gone higher from the hell was it, from let's just say steady 40, actually 50, fully charged 50 to fully charged 55, and depleted from 44 to 52, which is awesome. The torque and the takeoff time, it went from sluggish to a crazy ass takeoff time, and I am very happy with it. Extremely happy with the takeoff time. It's got a great torque. The bike is heavy. I am heavy, and I am still able to uh, burn rubber out of gravel. So it's a completely different beast, and I like it. Um, I was thinking for next season also to change the rear tire and put. Hmm, when I change the motor, I'm going to do 17. 17, can I do 17? I think I said so with the QS 203. I think the QS 203 motor, I can do 17. There are few manufacturers in China that will send you out 17-inch wheel, which is a considered motorcycle wheel, and I'm not sure the width of that 17-inch wheel, um, but I can consider it. Also 18, I will consider. I probably will get something that is easy and accessible to work with. So I would do the off-road 520s. I I believe almost 4 inch in width. So that's a pretty big fat tire, and it is a motorcycle tire. So that's in the works. Um, hmm. So I'm thinking I could do a heat sink fence and see if the motor just stays cool, or change the motor, right? What I can do also is do the heat sink, don't change the motor, change the battery. But problem is, then you have a battery that you're not using, which completely sucks. Now, I could definitely sell the battery, and whoever buys it is going to be extremely happy with it. But I like to use it. I like to use it until I can get the expecting juice out of it. So again, the plan is still to do the motor and to do the battery. That's the plan. Um, but for now, I'm very happy with the bike. I'm very happy with the performance, and that's really what counts. The performance of the bike, it's really good. Um, I believe in September, when it's going to be nice and cool, I will be able to push its limits. Today, what's today? August what? It's only August 7th. In about 2 more weeks, the temperatures are going to be steady 80, 75. So the summer is almost over, unfortunately. But I will try out the motor. I want to go as far as 85% on a battery and also on the motor. And I'm going to see how she's going to handle temperatures of 80, 85. And if I burn it, I burn it. If I don't, if it still takes it, it takes it. But as you can see, my prior videos, I used infrared temperature gun, and I got up to 150 degrees. And the controller, I don't even worry about it, because it just sits there, doesn't do anything. It just stays nice and cool. Um, so 150 degrees is not really so bad. Some motors operate anywhere between 180 and 212. So again, this isn't QS motor, it's a Chinese knockoff. Um, I mean, you can ask and say, yeah, well, why don't you go with the QS 205? Well, honestly, I didn't want to spend the additional money. I wanted to build the bike as soon as possible and the cheapest way, however, still get a good performance out of it. And I did. For the entire, this season, I I did great. So I put about over 2,300 miles in about a month and a half. So that's epic. I got or I built what I expected to build, and I built what I wanted to have, which was normal performance, nothing extreme in case the bike gets seized, and also enjoyable, ride and great looking bike. So I got all that. So that's that. What parts do I really want to change? My front wheel, the bearing is shot. So eventually, when the season is over, I'm gonna get to uh, um, Alibaba and order front wheel. But before I do that, I'm going to take it to a local bike shop, see if they can relace my front wheel with a brand new hub that holds the spokes. And probably new wheel will cost me $200 with shipping and handling. That's the cheapest because right now the price is about $400. So I don't think to relace a motorcycle wheel like that is going to cost me $400. The hop is a couple of dollars. Charge me 100. Charge me, 200 for relacing. You're still, below 100, and you don't have to wait, months to be delivered. But I don't think it's going to be that expensive. Um, the uh, the wheel hop is going to be probably, 50. The labor is going to be probably 50, and we're looking at 100. I will have to take that to Brooklyn, but that's not a big deal. Secondly, my front forks. So my original thought is to go with a pit bike kind of motorcycle front shocks. That's my original thought. That's what I'm going to try to do my best to get that type of fork. Um, it's completely different from what I have right now. It's going to be a little bit heavier, but also it's going to be solid, and I like that. Um, Other than that, we really have nothing else left. Yeah, I'm not using a display, which yes I could, but I don't care for it. And I also am not using anything fancy in regards to twist throttle, thumb throttle. Thumb throttle is waterproof. You guys can take a look at my YouTube when I installed the thumb throttle, and I showed you guys what kind I have. You can get it off of Amazon for $14. You can get it off of AliExpress for same price, $14. Um, don't need a display. They really don't want a display, so I'm very happy. And I still do have to do my brakes. I might actually bleed them out and see if I get good performance out of it, because the shoe pads, they seem like the one in the front and the back is pretty good. So I don't see a problem. So maybe I'll bleed them today. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I know today I'm going to do the cable loops, and that's going to be it. Next week, this coming week, I have a week of work, and then I am on a little mini vacation, just staying home, chilling, probably working on a bike, taking a bike out every day, and seeing what's going on, how it operates, how much battery I'm depleting on different settings, and see what that's gonna bring and be like. Um, so yeah, today we are going to do the line holders, change them from white to black, um, work that one issue, get some slack on the line, and I mean seriously. Oh yes, and I do want to get uh, kind of upper crown stabilizer because not too happy with it. So that, um, and of course the upper um, safety bumper, it just stops your fork from hitting your frame, which is like $23, which is kind of retarded. But you know what happens when you keep screwing and unscrewing your upper crown from forks? You know, these Allen screws, they cheap from China, and they will, you know, break the thread. They will strip and all kinds of garbage. So I don't want to be there. But that's what I'm gonna do. So guys, gotta stay on this channel and kind of like see where it's gonna go, where it's gonna take us. You know, it seems like every day or every week we have a different progress. We are slowly changing things around. We started with regular foam throttle. Now we got waterproof, nice steel, not plastic anymore. We went from a regular knockoff, no brand name controller to a Kelly controller, which is great with 300 amps. Um, we also went from regular kick bullshit stand to a motorcycle stand, kickstand. We also went from the what the hell is it? Anderson connectors on the battery to, was it XT90s. We also went from from screen to no screen and 8 gauge wires, which I think are helping for the current to travel faster and higher. Um, we took out the sensor for the battery, the temperature sensor for the battery, and the temperature sensor for Kelly controller, because Kelly controller already has the temperature sensor, so I know what that is. I do not have temperature sensor on the motor because it's not a QS motor, and I do not have a sensor for my battery. I can put it back in, but just too much shit swimming around. So for now, the heat issue is not really an issue yet, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Just one less cluster in the battery. we uh, we went from no room for bigger battery to a huge belly room for the battery. We went from 48 to 72. Um, we've used color display, LCD display, twist throttle to thumb throttle. I mean, we've done so many different upgrades from a basic bike to a bulletproof bike. And it's funny, even though we say it's bulletproof bike, I still managed to break down. Um, I did catch a flat tire, knock it off the woods in the rear. That was horrible experience. Okay, it is just so crazy to carry this bike anywhere. And so the option of having a motorcycle tire in the back is just awesome. I think if I had not necessarily motorcycle, but if I had off-road tire in the back, I would not have a flat. I think that would help me. So my next goal would be to get, if I can get a motorcycle tire, I would try to get, or I would get a off-road tire, which would be Surance tire. It will be a 19-inch. It won't be what is it? 80 by 100 by 19. It will be 70 by 100 by 19. That will still bring to the same size in the back. It's just it will be off-road tire, and I think it would help us a lot. So that's definitely a goal for next season. I don't think it's going to slow me down. I don't think it's going to give me a less of a speed. I don't think it's gonna cause any problems. What I think it's actually going to handle great on the road and off-road. If I did have 18-inch rim, I can put really nice tires. However, I think I can still put 19-inch rim that I have right now. I can still put a good, good tire. I think the biggest I can do on my tire right now is 3-inch. So I will do my best research when I'm ready to pull the trigger on the tire to get some sort of motorcycle tire and also get tube for it. And of course, you can't go too much and too extreme because these tires for motorcycles will tell you the suitable rim would be, let's say, for the wheel would be at least, they would say at least 1.6 to 2.25. So 2.25 rim, that tire is going to be about 5 inches in width. So it is what it is. But anyway, so that's the new update. That's the new situation. That's the new plan. Also, the plan is in September to bang out the entire September on a bike. October, November, December, until it gets cold. And I think it's going to get cold really fast. I think by end of September we're going to be hitting 55 degrees, and I'm hoping that I'm going to have the layers on my body to keep me warm. That includes my neck. Helmet is nice because it feels like it's windproof. Like I get no wind whatsoever with the goggles. So I'm really stoked about that. My biggest concern will be my body and my legs and my fingers. So we'll see. We'll work on that when it gets cooler, but these are the plans. All right. So guys, make sure you share, subscribe. You hit that notification, and you stay tuned. And we'll shoot another video and hopefully help everybody around there.